días. Buenos días, mi gente, ¿cómo están? Good day, my friends. How are you? So, I tried to do this earlier today, and guess what happened? I don't know, but my video disappeared. It just stopped recording, it blacked out, and it said, game over. So, take two. You didn't get an update this morning, but you're getting one now. It is Tuesday, February 9th, and I'm here to share with you my update, February 8th, from February 8th, which was yesterday. So, I guess I should start with goals, since I was talking about the fact that on Sunday I spent time meal prepping and setting goals and intentions for the week. So I'm going to continue that conversation and share with you what some of those goals were, because why not, right? I'm here basically to hold myself accountable, but to share the journey with you. So I won't get too much into the backstory, but I promise you there is one. And like I said, it started in 2012, and it's been quite a journey ever since, and I'm ever so grateful to be on the other side and living out of a healthier body, healthier mind, and oh my gosh, my soul is happy and healthy. So it's been a trifecta of sorts, pun intended. So, as you all know, getting ready for this Spartan race. First one has officially been scheduled, confirmed. I will be participating with a couple of my badass gal pals, Snaking with Sarah and OMAD Caroline. You can find them and check their YouTube channels out because they are rock stars, like ultimate rock stars, and it's an honor to be in their company and to even be asked to join them in this event. So, kind of rad. But it's going to be Sunday, June 6th, and I'm traveling from good old New York to Ohio. And I've only been to Ohio once before because I went to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I think it was 2000 and, gosh, don't know. Might have been 2000, 2001, but that was the last and only time I've been in Ohio. So, super stoked about that. Super stoked about getting to meet two of my faves. Well, at that point, it'll only be OMAD Caroline, who I hadn't yet met in person. But, super pumped. And, so I needed to set some goals and intentions, not only in preparation for this event, but just to help me get to that 151.2. Why is that so important to me? It's a number, right? And if you know me, you'll know that I say a number dictates nothing. It really doesn't define anything. It's just a number. However, for me, it's an important number because 151.2 will be when I can officially say that I have lost a total of 140 pounds without surgery. That's right. I changed my lifestyle. That's all it was. Simple, small changes consistently over time. And it has ebbed and flowed, right? 2012 was a while ago now. Somebody else do the math. I went into social sciences for a reason. I am not a mathematician. Basic math I can do, so no negative, silly comments about that, okay? I'm not stupid. However, it was a while ago. And, you know, the journey, it ebbs and flows. It ebbs and flows. And sometimes you peak and you hit some valleys. And I have hit some valleys along the way. And it was March 8th, 2020, when I started my snake diet journey. Now, I had been introduced to it in December, was kind of like, what the beep? Are you kidding me, dude? You haven't eaten in how many days? You're eating 3-pound ribeyes for a meal? Like, what are you doing? So, obviously, shout out to Tommy, who introduced me to this when I was kickboxing. Yeah, he was obviously following the snake diet and eating carnivore. He ate no vegetables and he was drinking the snake juice, right? So I thought he was insane until I started to do my research. And it was February 2020 when I had traveled to Massachusetts and somebody took a picture of me at a family event, and I was like, oh my, so this is what I look like today, huh? I didn't feel terrible. I didn't think I looked terrible, but I noticed that the weight was creeping back on and had crept back on. Now, it's been a tumultuous ride. I'm not even joking. And eventually we'll get there. Remember, this is called the Wellness Mission, so there's a whole lot of story to tell. And we'll get there. But it was a rough few years for me. And so yeah, I had lost 120 pounds, 100 of it in 2012, and then in 2013, an additional 20 pounds at the start of the year. For anybody who's interested, the Wellness Mission began on January 8th, 2012. Okay. Snake Diet for me began March 8th, 2020. By sheer coincidence, too. I didn't choose the date. And my the official first video to YouTube was 11:50 something on March 7th. But my first real video of substance, Motivation Monday, was on February 8th. It's coincidence, but there is significance behind the number 8 for me. And it's all connected to my health and wellness journey. So I think it's wonderful. And coincidence or not, believe what you want, it doesn't matter. I see it as poetic, and I look for whatever signs out in the universe, right? Whatever's meant for me. I'm open to receive. So, I think it's pretty cool. I kind of wish the first trifecta Spartan race was on June 8th, because that would have been so incredibly epic. But it's not, and it doesn't matter. These are dates that I will not forget. That's for sure. So, I set some goals, right? This is all about goal setting and intentions, right? And on Monday, I committed to, Sunday really, but Monday for me was the start of the week, and I had committed to doing 5 things because I have been struggling. Now, from March 8th, 2020 to December 31st, 2020, I lost 71.5 pounds on the Snake Diet. I was doing rolling 72s. And if you don't know what that is, I'm happy to educate you. Real simple. Don't eat for 72 hours. Eat whatever you want. As much as you want to satiety, not to binging. Big difference. Huge difference, actually. And then start again. Hence, rolling 72s, right? There were times, because I did that for the first 90 days. And I will say that within those 90 days, there might have been a couple, I'd have to go back and check my book, my calendar. There might have been a couple of 96s. I definitely did 166 hours once. And that was just really to see, is there a huge significance in drop, right, in weight, if that was going to help me, and was it worth putting my body through longer durations. After the first 90 days, where I had lost anywhere between, I would say, 45 and 50 pounds, depending on the day, I decided to pump the brakes, right? I didn't want to screw with my metabolism too much. I also didn't want to have some of the negative side effects that people were experiencing, including myself. I did start to. I got lazy, I'm not going to lie, with the supplementation, and I started to experience some hair loss. Not to the point where I was balding, thank God, but to the point where it caused massive tears, severe anxiety, and I started to kind of want to back out of plans with my family. Like, with family. It's COVID time, right? Like, who the hell are we seeing? Let's be real. But I didn't even want to see my family because I was embarrassed. Even though I was looking good and feeling amazing. So, got back onto my supplements, stopped being lazy, everything corrected itself. Got regular blood work, levels were fine. I wasn't nutrient deficient, nothing. It was amazing. I couldn't believe that this was working for me. Anyway, I decided in June to go into maintenance and to allow my body to sit there for a little while. I think it was June and July, in fact, 2 months of maintenance. And it was perfect for me because it allowed me to work what would be realistic, or what I thought would be realistic in terms of sustaining this through my lifetime and using fasting then as a tool versus every single day diet, you know? So it was pretty cool because here I was not restricting a thing. And that, I will say, my friends, I do not believe in restricting anything. That's not to say that over the years I haven't cut things out of my diet. I haven't made changes to my diet. Of course I had. You have to make changes to get results and to sustain results. But since losing that initial 120 pounds, of which I only maintained up to 2020, February of 2020, when I saw that picture, I was back up to 200 and I want to say between 225 and 230. Now my heaviest, I was 291.2 pounds. I could show you my license. Maybe I'll do that in another video because I'll tell you, I went to the gas station the other day and I was picking up a 6-pack to bring to my friend's house. Funnily enough, I was fasting, but I did stop when I got gas and brought beer to their house. And I got carded for it. Yeah, 43 years old, still getting carded. Thank you. Anyway, with a mask on, no less. Anyway, when the guy sees my license, he goes, "Who is this?" And I said, "Oh, that's me. That's a reminder of who I was and who I'm never going to be again. And I will not change, that picture on my license, probably ever. I don't know. But I have no intentions of changing it because I'm not ashamed of who I was, but I'm damn proud of what I have transformed myself into. The work that I have done has been incredibly transformational. And again, this is not just physical transformation. This is everything. Everything. I had to lose it all and rebuild to become who I am today, and I am damn proud. So, and I'm happy to share my chips. I'm happy to share my chips with you and my tips and tricks if anybody has questions. Anyway, point being, I had gained a significant amount of weight back. It had been a yo-yo, I would say, from 2015 really to 2020. It was tough. 2015 to 2017, I kind of maintained. It was 2017 where things really went 2017 to 2020. Scary years, actually. Very scary years. So saw that picture and I was like, you know what, Eileen? You can research this snake diet as long as you want, for as long as you need. But at the end of the day, you just got to stop eating, stop feeding every emotion that resides within you, and start listening. Tune inward. Stop stuffing every emotion with food. That's not working for you. It never has. And I can tell you that I have had a food addiction and I've been using food as a coping skill since since age 5. I can remember one instance when I was 4, but definitely age 5 through my adult life. I had countless doctors tell me that I should get gastric bypass, get the sleeve, have surgery, go on Jenny Craig. Guess what? Not knocking that for anybody who needs it and who it's worked for. Kudos, because we all need something. It just wasn't for me. And somewhere deep down, I knew that I could do it myself. I just had to stop being afraid to make the changes. And so, same thing with the snake diet. I needed to stop being afraid to just stop eating. What couldn't I deal with? Honestly. What was the worst thing that was going to happen to me? Honestly, I had been reading and seeing videos about people who had, one person who fasted for 363 days. What? I don't think I would ever do that. I mean, I know I would never do that. But other people who have fasted for 54. And I'm just like, well, they're still alive. So, me being someone who is deeply rooted in alternative treatments, holistic health, I was willing to try anything. I'm not a pill popper. I don't like to take a lot of medications. I don't take prescription anything. I don't. So I said, let me try something new. So anyway, I started this journey. Let me stop rambling. I started this journey and I was so thrilled with the results. 90 days later, 50 pounds down. Great. 2 months of maintenance. Awesome. That was perfect actually for me because I felt confident that I really had a control over food and the way that I was using it. I wasn't seeing it any longer as a drug, which I'm not going to minimize drug addiction because I know plenty of people who have suffered. I've lost too many people to drugs and overdose. But for me, not being somebody who is addicted to substances, I would have preferred that to being addicted to food because at least food, you need that to survive. Don't need it every day. We don't need it 3 times a day. We don't need 3 meals and 3 snacks and what a dessert at the end, No, we as a whole are consuming way too much, in my opinion. And your body will tell you what it needs and when it needs it. And I'm learning that, and it's freaking priceless. So, anyway, a couple of months of maintenance, got back on the horse, started again the fasting. I did do 72s in August. I played with some 48s. September, October, same thing. Just kind of was rolling with the punches, rolling. And not having as aggressive weight loss, but that was never my goal. Guys, I wanted to lose 30 pounds. That's all. I wanted to lose 30 pounds, so I started in March with the goal of 30 by the end of April because I was supposed to go to a wedding in Florida. And sorry, you're seeing taillights that are making me gorgeously glow in red. But I was supposed to go to a wedding and I did not want to be uncomfortable and insecure in my dress. So I was looking to just drop a little fluff. Never did I intend for it to be 71.5 pounds. But now here I am, fast forward. It is February 2021 and I am trying to lose from my low last week, which was 152 I want to say it was 0.7. 152.7 was my low on Friday. And this Friday I will weigh in again and have a low. I hope. A new low, which this is one of my goals. It was goal number 2. Goal number 2 was to hit 151.2 pounds so that I could say I lost 140 by Friday, February 12th. My first goal was to start tracking everything that goes into my mouth, right down to pieces of gum and Tic Tacs, although I gave up Tic Tacs for January. I haven't done that well. I have purchased 3 boxes since I gave them up. But much improved because I'm not eating 1 box in 4 minutes. Kudos to me. So tracking my food, number 1, reaching that goal by Friday. My third goal for this week was not to eat after the gym. I strength train Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and I mean hardcore, 2 hours or so, 90 minutes to 2 hours, sometimes more depending on what I'm doing, and I get done pretty late. So I have my post-workout shake, which is just straight whey protein, Tri-Release formula. It's phenomenal. It's actually keto friendly, but I'm not following any particular diet. And I wasn't supposed to eat anything else. I wasn't. But I've been noticing that since I started strength training in December, I started December 30th, because, why wait till the new year? I don't believe in resolutions either. I don't believe on starting anything on the 1st. I really don't. because you can choose any damn day to start. You just need to start and be consistent. So I started weight training December 30th. Been going 3 days a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And, you know, I had different plans, not gonna lie. I had some different plans. I thought I was gonna be doing rolling 48s in January, which I did, and I completed them. Snaking with Sarah and I did them, held each other accountable. It was rock star. You know, I lost 22 pounds or so the first month on the snake diet. I knew I wasn't gonna pull numbers like that, 10 months later or 9 months later. But 10 months later. But it was still a really good end of the month for me. And then in February, I was supposed to do the rolling 48s again, but had to modify. So things changed. Right now I'm doing, oh no, it's getting darker. Hello. I guess spring is coming, just not quite yet. So started doing the who's-y what's it? Rolling 48s, but actually the way that it's turned out, because I get ravenous, is now I'm doing kind of like 36s to 42s. And I'm just trying not to stuff it at night after the gym, because I can literally have barely anything all day long and then come home and consume upwards of 1,900 calories in less than an hour because I'm ravenous, right? So my goal was for this week to try not to eat anything after my protein shake. So that was supposed to be from Monday, February 8th, Wednesday, February 10th, and then the next goal was to have a plant-based dinner on Friday, February 12th, after the gym. So I do allow myself to have a meal, right? One night a week, and that's because my gym partner and I, we will hang out afterwards, and so we have dinner. It's home cooked, it's clean, mostly. Last week it was falafel and samosas, but I didn't make them. We picked them up from a local spot that we love. It's delicious. Again, I don't restrict anything, people. I delay. That's the beauty of fasting. There's no restricting here. I eat my full-fat ice cream, and my friends know I eat them by the pints. I'm kind of proud of it. I freaking love them. But I have a problem with ice cream, and I know it, so I'm working on it. Served myself once this year in a bowl instead of eating it out of the pint-sized container. Go me. Seriously, though, it's a problem. And, so my fourth goal was to have a plant-based meal Friday night with my homie, who I work out with. And that's cool. Goal number 5, to reach out for my lifeline when I'm super struggling, and I'm gonna start eating everything and then some under the sun on Mondays and Wednesdays, or any night when I'm fasting. If I'm really thinking I need to go and just have a little something and make it a dirty fast, reach out to my lifeline. Who's my lifeline? Snaking with Sarah. So I wrote it all down. I sent her a video. I even paper clipped my goals and intentions on my calendar where I track everything day to day. So I went to the gym last night, Monday, February 8th, which, by the way, I forgot what I weighed in at. I'm up 2.2 today. I was 154.4 yesterday, Friday. And it wasn't Friday. Yesterday was Monday, people. Hello, welcome Eileen, welcome to Earth. So Monday, February 8th, I weighed 154.4. I had prepped my meals, so I had a bangin' lunch at I broke early. I broke at 12 o'clock, so I broke at 36 hours. But I had a bangin' eggplant parm. I took a whole eggplant, I cubed it into 1-inch cubes, put that baby in the air fryer, spiced it up with a little sweet paprika, Italian seasoning, salt and pepper, sprayed it with a little cooking spray, put it in the air fryer at, I think it was 370 for 19 minutes. And I just kept checking it halfway through. I checked it, I tossed it. I don't even know I went the full 19 minutes, but I then put some fresh mozzarella on top, sliced it thin, put it on top, put it back in the air fryer so that it would melt, and I made this incredible pan sauce out of cherry tomatoes, onions, garlic, fresh herbs. I'm not Italian, by the way, but I love making fresh sauce. I didn't use any oil in making the sauce because, honestly, people, if you didn't know this, you really don't need to cook with oil. You don't. You can use water. It works, and it's flavorful. Yes, oils are good for you, healthy fats, and I do have them in moderation, but I don't drown my cooking in them. So, you'll get to know more. Told you, this is the wellness mission. We'll get there. But, so I had that for lunch, and I had a bangin' salad. I just used spring greens. I sliced fennel really thin. It's really good for digestion. I had cucumbers, cherry tomatoes, and some celery because it was left over from Super Bowl festivities at the house, and I didn't want it to go to waste. It was just one stalk. I didn't add any cheese or anything because I didn't need any more cheese. I had the mozzarella, and I was fully, half an avocado in my salad, and I was fully satiated, felt so good. I did eat cheddar Chex Mix snack pack, 210 calories. I'm also flowing. Remember, I did say that. It's that time of the month, so I'm on my cycle right now. Body craves what it craves, and I don't deny things. I typically eat whole foods, plant-based, but human as fuck. Remember, people, human. I'm not perfect. So the majority of everything I consume and bring into my house is whole foods. I can't say plant-based. I hope I didn't say whole foods, plant-based. I'm a carnivore. I was meant to eat meat. No offense to anybody who's vegan or vegetarian or pescatarian. I was meant to eat meat. But I do try to eat predominantly plant-based and whole foods. But there's balance to everything, right? Everything in moderation is truly my jam. That's what I live by. And no restricting. So, having shared that, had an amazing meal, and I didn't have my protein shake because I often have a meal replacement shake during the day. Oof. I was going to have birthday cake, but I wasn't needing it. I felt really satiated from the food that I had. So fine. I went home. I changed. I'm changing the protocol. I do take a pre-workout and BCAAs for the gym when I go and strength train. But I decided after a month I'm going to give it a break. And now I'm just having a banana as a pre-workout, believe it or not. And it was an interesting test of strength because I didn't know that I was going to be able to pull out what I did yesterday. But my gosh, it's all up here, people. If you haven't figured it out, it's all about mental strength. No lie. This entire journey has been about mental fortitude and mental strength. What the mind believes, the body achieves. Might sound cliche. I know you've seen those quotes everywhere. I have umpteen thousand pictures of memes and quotes and all these motivational things. But when you think about it, when you live it and you transform, you realize it's all mind over matter. Mind over matter. It's mental fortitude. Swear. That's what this takes. A desire to change, commitment to do so, discipline to push through even when you don't want to. Get up and go and move and do, and guess what? Repeat tomorrow. It's what it takes. So once you believe it, then you're going to see results. That's the truth. So, anywho, what was I saying? Came home from the gym. Actually, no. As soon as I get in the car, I shake up my protein. Vanilla custard, try release. I also mix it up. Sometimes you'll hear me say I'm having milk chocolate or chocolate milk. Banging good. And I'm okay. For like 20 minutes afterwards, I'm okay. But lately, since I've started the strength training, I have been effing ravenous. Like, your girl needs to eat. Nobody wants a hangry Eileen. Nobody. And I find that I've been having a real struggle keeping my calories low at night. And it's because I do eat a lot of nutrient-dense foods. Again, whole foods, nutrient-dense, a lot of nuts, a lot of seeds, occasionally cheese, but not even too much of that because I'm mindful of the inflammation. And when I do have cheeses, they're mostly goat cheese or sheep's milk or stuff like, or aged cheeses, things that don't F up your digestion so much. And yeah, so I started to realize that I was consuming more than I should, especially because I made a commitment and I promised I was going to reach out if I was really in need. But I didn't reach out. And I ate a lot. 2,703 calories consumed yesterday. Like 1,800 of those after 8:30 p.m. and before 10 p.m. Now, you guys don't know me, but I always have been someone who has eaten on the later side in life. Ever since I'm a young girl. Again, this started deep, like when I was a child. I was raised by my father, who was a single dad, and he got home late. Not even late. He'd get home from work at 6:30 from corporate America, and time to make dinner, right? I was, I think, 5 when my parents separated or divorced, and he had been the one, and he would come home and then have to cook, and then we'd be sitting down to eat, and it's probably 7:30. Well, 7:30 became the average dinner time for my entire life, and there are plenty of times that I was eating at 8:30 or later, even while I was on these weight loss journey, on this weight loss journey, or through times that I've dieted in the past. So I eat later